Today, I want to share with you this thing called financial statements. You know, company, right? Company, they have financial statements, right? They have this thing called a trading profit and loss statement. They have this thing called the balance sheet. They have this thing called the statements of changes of equity. And yeah, they have notes to financial statements. For us too, we also have financial statement, but our financial statement is slightly different, right? It's slightly different than company's financial statement. When we mention about financial statement, what I basically help my client out, I help my client out with this thing called the cash flow statement, and I also help them with this thing called the net worth statement. And what basically I do is that subsequently we do this thing called financial ratios. Financial ratios specifically for my clients to determine whether they are financially on track to achieving their goals, whether they are having good financial standing or not. And in terms of financial statement, one of the thing about financial statement that I would like to focus more on specifically today is this thing called the net worth statement. How exactly do you create your own personal net worth statement? Personal net worth statement is divided into three. The first part is this thing called assets, and the second part is called liabilities, and the last part is called your net worth. Assets. What is exactly assets? Assets is something that you own. Liabilities are something that you owe. And then your net worth. Assets. The first part of the assets is this thing called the cash near cash. Cash near cash refers to the money that you have in your bank, in your Al-Wadiyah savings account, the Sharia compliant savings account in your bank. Money that you can take out anytime you want. You need the money, you can take out the money from there, right? That refers to cash near cash. The second part of assets is this thing called investable assets. Well, what exactly is investable assets? Investable assets are assets like, example, like if you invest in commodities, right? You have gold bar, you have maybe silver coins, or if you invest in Sharia compliant stocks, that is also known as investable assets. Or perhaps you invest your money in Sharia compliant funds. Okay, that is also known as investable assets. And the third part of the asset is known as personal use assets. These are assets, but this type of assets, right? You need to take out money, and you need to put money, right? To pay for certain expenses, right? To maintain these assets. I give an example. Example is like your car. For most of you, if you have a car, you need to pay for what? You need to pay for petrol, you need to pay for maintenance, right? You need to pay for all your taxes, all that, right? So these are known as personal use assets. And then next you have liabilities. Liabilities is divided into two. One is short term, one is long term. Short term is your commitment, your loan commitments that you need to settle, right, within one year. Within 1 year, you need to pay off all these loans, right? So, example, for those of you who have credit card debts, yes, this fall under your short-term liability. And for your long-term liability, refers to the loan, the loan that you need to pay for an investment time horizon, for a time horizon of more than 1 year. Right? So for most of us, it's your HDB loan or your housing loan, basically. Alright? So assets, liabilities, and then you get your net worth. So what you do is that you take all your assets and in your personal net worth statement, and then you minus off all the liabilities. You'll get your net worth. My goal as a financial consultant, right, is to help my clients to grow their investable assets and at the same time their net worth over a longer time period. And the best part is that we do it the Sharia compliant way in Singapore. A lot of people ask me, Sharia compliant, what do you mean by Sharia compliant exactly? Yeah, we do it the halal way, without riba, without maize, and without qara. If you want to know more, right, about all this, some people ask me, what is VIBA, what is MyZ, what is Gara? Yeah, you can actually schedule a free one-to-one consultation with me. I have this session, right, known as the Unlock Your Money session. Right, in the Unlock Your Money session, what basically I do is that I will help you out with your cash flow statement, your net worth statement, and then finally we'll share more interesting stuff on how you can save, accumulate, and grow your money the Sharia compliant way in Singapore. This session, to be direct, I can actually charge at least minimum $500, right, for the consultation session, but I'm giving it to you for free. I can only meet about 5 of you. I can only meet 5 new customers or new clients every single week. And if you would like to arrange your free session, just WhatsApp me at this number 96520134 or PM me directly. Thank you so much for your time and have a nice day.